Good Saturday morning to him, Eastern PA weather 30 meteorologist Bobby Marchich, and this is your weekend outlook for May 10th and May 11th, 2014. We're going to start off with Saturday morning and the future simulated radar here. We should have most of the precipitation here ending from west to east from Eastern PA, New Jersey. This is at 4 o'clock in the morning here shown. But this is going to move out of here before most of you wake up here, so you'll probably be like, what are you talking about with the rain here? Well, it'll probably be done unless you're getting up way early in the morning here across New Jersey here 6 a.m. and then it's already off the coast by 7. So one thing we'll be dealing with this morning, especially over the valley regions in this area, will be some leftover fog. There's some dense fog advisories that were up from the National Weather Service in parts of New Jersey especially, but I do think there'll be fog up here in this area. They'll burn off. It won't take as long to burn off today. I think it's going to be done by somewhere between anywhere between 9 a.m. and noon. This fog will burn off, and then the sun will come out in full force. It's also going to get a little bit more humid, and we're going to have a southwesterly flow that's going to be returning, and that because of that southwesterly flow, you're going to have the humid conditions and temperatures are going to spike up to near, getting up into the mid to upper 70s, maybe even 80 degrees as you get to some locations down here by Philadelphia. So the temperatures are going to go up and go up pretty quickly once the sun does come out and break through the clouds. Now, one thing we're going to be watching for is a cold front that's going to be approaching today, and that's going to be coming in from the west here. Here's a look at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You can see the precipitation is going to come in from the west-southwest or southwest here, and you can see that starting to build here. So we'll have to keep an eye to our west here because these storms, some of them might be business. I'm going to have to keep an eye on this. NAM high res, and this is the latest run of the NAM that ran on Sunday night. And you can see what happens with these storms here. They just explode over Eastern PA here, and this is at 4 p.m. on Saturday. So we're looking at a threat for showers and thunderstorms from mid-afternoon onward. But what we're also concerned about is, these areas right in here, right across southeastern PA and east central PA, could get into some pretty strong storms, and we'll show you why. Here's the convective available potential energy. This is also known as CAPE, and also known as the amount of instability in the atmosphere. That's what this is measuring here. And this area right here, these are very impressive numbers for instability. That's in the area I'm circling. So any storms that come into this area will be able to rapidly explode and develop, and have a very unstable environment. Obviously, the more unstable the environment, and the faster that warm air is rising to the colder air aloft, which is the whole basis of a thunderstorm. The faster that happens, the more violent the updrafts and the stronger the storm you have here. So this is one thing we're going to be watching for. Probably going to sound alerts for this in the meeting or in the morning here for our severe weather alert subscribers. One other thing I want to go here. Now this is going to look like Greek to most of you here, but this is a skew T-plot. This is actually taking a look at the atmosphere from the surface all the way up to about 50,000 feet in the atmosphere, and this is what we use for for prognosticating thunderstorms and severity of thunderstorms and things like that. This is the sounding out of Allentown, PA, and this is out of this is at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And one thing I just want to outline here, this solid, I don't expect you to know what this is, but this solid line here is your surface temperature as you go up with elevation. The dotted line to its west here is the dew point, and then this little dotted line right here will outline the area that in between the temperature and this dotted line here. This is where your instability is, and there is a big area of instability that goes from about 5,000 feet in the atmosphere all the way up to about 30,000 feet. So that's a big area of instability. So the whole point here is that if the storms get to move in here, that do move in here, and if it's anything like this is showing here on the NAM, we'll go back to that. If anything is going to be coming in here with these storms like here, they're going to see some rapid explosion. We're going to see some potential for some small hail, because a lot of this instability is in the areas that are below freezing. So we're looking at the threats are going to be small hail, probably about ½ inch or so or less. I'm not talking about giant hail here, but with lapse rates that are very supportive now, we're looking at wind gusts that could exceed 50 miles per hour in many areas, and some of the most robust storms. However, you see these are just isolated. They're not. It's not a straight line. It's kind of marching across the state here. So we have to watch where these set up. And this is not a guarantee that Lancaster, Berks, and Lehigh are going to get into these big storms here. We'll have to take a look at that and see what happens during the day, Saturday, as it evolves. But that is a very good area. Prime area, according to the NAM, of receiving strong or possibly even severe storms on Saturday afternoon. So the threat's going to be from mid-afternoon onward that we're looking at for any storms. But these storms are going to move through, and then they're going to have a second round here that comes through. It's not going to be as potent. It's going to be late in the evening, and then most of this moves out just after midnight up till about 3 a.m., and it's out of here and it clears out. And then it's going to clear out overnight here. We're going to go to the GFS now. Here's Sunday, Mother's Day, bright and sunny. Temperatures are going to be up near 80 degrees in many locations, and I think it's going to be a very nice day on Sunday. Monday's going to be pretty nice too. Just an isolated chance of a thunderstorm here, but temperatures are going to be even warmer. Some places even getting in the mid-80s on Monday. And pretty much the same thing on Tuesday, except your chances for precipitation are going to go up. We're looking at more of a scattered event here, and you can see that here on the GFS. Again in the afternoon, but more scattered versus isolated on Monday. So we have a lot better of a chance of showers and thunderstorms on Tuesday, but temperatures are once again low to mid 80s across many areas. And then as we get into Wednesday, after that the front goes through. We get a Wednesday temperatures are going to get knocked back down to near normal temperatures for this time of year, which is either side of 70 degrees now, right around 70, maybe low 70s, so you get down towards Philadelphia. As far as normals go, and that's going to be right where it's at both Wednesday and Thursday as far as temperatures. Just an isolated shower or storm chance on Wednesday, and then another scattered shower and thunderstorm day on Thursday. So we'll get into beyond that point after this. We get past this weekend. For right now, enjoy it. We have some very warm temperatures coming up. Get out and enjoy it. And if you have any outside work to do, just remember that it's going to be a little bit on the hot side, about 10 to 15 degrees warmer than normal for this time of year, and that'll go right through Tuesday. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martich. That is your weekend outlook for May 10th and May 11th, 2014. Have a great weekend.